I agree.
We got to get to your favorite part and stuff because I know this.
Yeah, this is a lot of people's favorite part, right? The healthcare part. Bernie went in on the Medicare for All thing, and I think the anchors were expecting people to agree with them and not Bernie. But a lot of people ended up agreeing with Bernie.
You think that when he asked that question to the audience, he thought he was going to get a different response. Get to this, you're going to love this shit.
You can see his face.
To spend twice as much per capita as the people of any other nation and be the only country in the world not to guarantee health care to all people.
This audience...
Here it is.
This audience has a lot of Democrats in it. It has Republicans, independents, Democratic Socialists, conservatives. I want to ask the audience a question. If you could raise your hand here. A show of hands of how many people get their insurance from work, private insurance, right now. How many get it from private insurance? Okay. Now, of those, how many are willing to transition to what the senator says, a government-run system?
That's most of the audience going apeshit there.
There's 180 million people on private insurance.
All right, let's deal with that, Brett.
And
fair question.
They would be lost, right?
Well,
to your
Brett,
system.
Fair
Okay.
question.
Okay.
Good question.
Good, thank you.
I know it's what the right wing throws out, so let me answer it. All right? Millions of people every single year lose their health insurance. You know why? They get fired or they quit and they go to another employer. I was a mayor for 8 years. You know what I did? What probably every mayor in America does? Is you look around for the best insurance program, the most cost-effective insurance. You change insurance. Every year, millions of workers wake up in the morning and their employer has changed the insurance that they have. Maybe they like the doctors. People are nodding their heads. Okay, so this is not new. Every year. Now, what we're talking about actually is stability. That when you have a Medicare for all, it is there now and it will be there in the future.
Senator, let me ask you a question about
Fam, they went ape.
Right. So here's the thing. The argument is always like, well, what if I want to keep my plan and my doctor because I really like them? Well, you're not guaranteed that with your employer unless you are a teacher, which is a whole other thing that Bernie might have to clarify on, because teachers in California, my friend Nancy was telling me, they get a pension. It's included in their teacher salary, and they always get the same thing. They always get it after they retire. So that's a whole other thing. But as far as everybody else, your employer, like you said, can change your insurance. So the idea that, oh, you might want to keep your insurance or your insurance provider because you like them and you like your doctor, that is actually going to be resolved with universal healthcare, with Medicare for All, because you can choose any doctor you want. Right? Because when you have insurance, normally you have to pick the doctor that your insurance covers only, and it might be a doctor that's far away from you. It might be a doctor you don't like at a hospital you don't like, whatever the case is. But with this plan, you can choose any doctor and it won't matter. And your taxes, he'll talk about this later, but your taxes will go up, but you don't have to pay the deductible and the premium that you have to pay. Like something like he said a number like $26,000 out of your paycheck. Like, that is as high as it goes. People pay even more sometimes. So you're not going to have to pay that at all. So honestly, yes, your taxes might go up, but really you're going to be saving money overall because you're not going to be paying those thousands of dollars out of your paycheck.
Yeah, I mean, it's one hand washes the other. And I think we have to get more examples of this, fam. It's like, okay, if you have to pay $20, but you save $70 on so-and-so, wouldn't you want to do that? Because, you know what I'm saying, it might not be considered a tax, but a copayment usually are going to be a lot higher than the taxes that you have to pay for everybody to get into this service. And let me tell you something, fam, 70% of all eligible voters across the board want a universal Medicare for all type of system where everybody's in and nobody's out, and you get rid of the insurance companies and the middlemen. That's 70% of all voters. That's why that audience went crazy.
Johnny, how much does your father pay monthly for insurance? The deductible is $2,000 at least. So you have to at least pay the deductible first before you can even. I mean, that's ridiculous. You know, not everybody has $2,000 lying around. That's the whole point. And so this is a huge thing, and I think Medicare for All is something that I think can help Bernie win.
You got this picture up here, fam.
I
What's
do.
this all
So
about?
Ashley Nicole posted this awesome tweet.
We love Ashley Nicole in this house.
She's awesome.
She's one of the best. She's smart, too. She was up there one day arguing about a Medicare for All bill.
Yeah.
You can get some really good insight. If you get a chance, go over to this young lady's Twitter. Fam, what did she say?
Facebook.
And her Facebook.
So she said the most iconic moment of the 2020 campaign was when almost every single person in the Fox News audience raised their hand to say they'd be willing to switch to Bernie Sanders' Medicare for All single-payer plan. Boom.
Hashtag single-payer plan, hashtag boom, hashtag Bernie Town Hall, hashtag Fox Town Hall, hashtag Bernie 2020, and hashtag fam, not me, us.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's go to the other PowerPoints now of the second part of the election, because it's a second part of the town hall, excuse me. You can go on to YouTube, and they have it up there. It was a great town hall debate.